Hey everyone. So I'm on this walk and it's absolutely gorgeous out, and I was listening to a podcast about just kind of mental health, and especially mental health in the context of a quarantine and a global pandemic. And one of the things that they were talking about is they were going over all this research about how music is super important, even when we're not in the conditions that we're in right now, but how music is so important to keeping us mentally healthy. So I thought it was actually really fitting. I paused it really quick and pulled over and thought I'd just record this video while it's fresh in my mind, because your assignment this week is just to sing. And I wanted to clarify a few things. We're not going for like perfect choir music, sound, singing, warm-ups, and all that business. I really just want you to play music, like at least one song a day. I'm sure a lot of you listen to music nonstop, and maybe some others not so much. But regardless of where you're at, I want you to make a concerted effort this week to play a little bit of music every single day, even if it's just like one song for a few minutes. And whether or not you sing along, I mean, ideally, I'd like you to sing along. And it can be whatever music you want. It can be actual choir stuff if you want it to be, but it doesn't have to. It can be just kind of whatever feels right to you, whatever you need. Because again, the purpose of having you do this week is not necessarily to improve your instrument. We'll work on that when we're back together, but the purpose is rather to just give you kind of like a mental health boost, because I know if you're anything like me right now, we kind of need it. We kind of need to be hyper vigilant about our mental health and just kind of keep on top of it. Otherwise, things can go south pretty quickly because times are uncertain right now, and that's really challenging for anybody. Regardless of where you're at, whether you typically struggle or don't struggle, it's kind of challenging. So I think if we can find the little things, such as, getting outside and getting some sunshine when and where we can, some fresh air, and then also just listening to music. And the music doesn't have to be necessarily music that makes you feel good. Sometimes you're just in a poopy mood and you need to listen to something that correlates with your mood, and that's okay too. The important thing is that you're just kind of paying attention to what's going on in here and in here, and then making steps to kind of cater to whatever you're feeling. So if I'm feeling great, pop on some good mood uplifting songs and get outside. If I'm feeling not so great, maybe put on some music that has a little bit more sentimental value to me and kind of just reflect on things. And sometimes that's just as important and just as beneficial. So anyway, I provided a little log for you. If you can just jot down whatever it is that you listen to each day. If for some of you that are listening to music nonstop, don't feel like you have to write everything. Just give me a little snippet, like one or two things out of what you listen to. And then I am gonna ask if you do have any observations about your voice, what you noticed.